thanks to that short return. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll toss it to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Pandas will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bringing it back, it's Willihan. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the... Solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Florida Gators offense will... First time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. The Gators want to move quickly. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for a block. It's Willingham. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quarterback will audible. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Just plowing down the field. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Touchdown, Gator! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll keep it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it, execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. It doesn't get better than that.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The Pandas will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Willihan. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Powers through the defender. Open space at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. 3rd and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Peterson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Pandas getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Oh, he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Pandas will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He's looking to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Hauls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do?
Looking to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. The Gators are on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Jeffrey. Runs through the tackle.
And this brings up a third down and an identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? I maybe want to take a shot. It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to aggressiveness. How aggressive do you want to be? Because, Palmer, you kind of know what kind of coverage you're going to get.
Yeah, and I think for this running back, too, knowing him, he's just super competitive. He's going to want an opportunity to get another crack at this right now and really sort of get himself lathered up into the rhythm of this game. I give him another shot toting the rock here on third.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Smashes through. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. So after the first down run, here's second down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watts. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Wicks. Pocket starts to collapse. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Pandas have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Catch in the middle, it's Ashley. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Pandas are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Pandas will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder now.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida, 63.
Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, how the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Pandas line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Woolihan. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going up top. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gators! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now this offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need...
Pulls it in on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Pandas have this offense rolling. Looking to throw it again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. Makes his connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Across the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception. interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Wicks. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Pandas will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And here we go, final play of the game right here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play